Going to that.
Can I just make myself some scrambled eggs?
Well, of course you can, but...
But what?
We just want to have a chat with everyone first.
What have we done now?
Come on, sweetheart, sit down.
Well, it looks like we're in for another lecture.
So, what have we done now, Dad? This isn't another lecture, and no one's done anything wrong.
Why do you look so serious?
Well, we've had some news.
Now, at this stage, we're not sure whether it affects us or not, but we have every reason to believe it doesn't.
Even so, we all felt you had a right to know.
We've been informed that David D'Angelo, Robert Perez, has escaped from jail.
No. No, you said I'd never have to deal with that again, you promised!
Chips!
No, I'll go.
And the Australian government has advised all Australian nationals to leave the country immediately. In other news, the search continues for kidnapper David D'Angelo, who is now at large after escaping from a maximum security prison. Police believe that he may have already left the country, headed for Thailand.
Oh, that's him!
If anyone
That's him,
has
Mum!
any information regarding
That's
David
him!
D'Angelo,
Guess what?
they are advised
What?
to contact
That
local
kidnapper
police
guy, you know, the one who kidnapped
He
Gypsy?
is believed
Robert.
to be armed and
Yeah,
to be
he escaped from jail.
extremely dangerous.
But they said his name was David something.
Sport, the Summer Bay
Oh, no, that could be right. Robert was an alias. I think his real name was David something. I wonder if the Nashes know. Oh, get that for me, will you, darling?
What a spin out.
to beat Yabby Creek by just 1 point.
Hey, Mitch,
Go, mate.
this toast?
No, thanks. Listen, how'd it go down the police station with you and Gary handing the cash?
Well, not quite.
What do you mean, not quite? You either did or you didn't.
He tricked me.
Man, you guys are hopeless.
Look, I'm going to tell him he's got one last chance. And if he doesn't hand the cash in this afternoon, you can tell whoever you want. Deal?
Yeah, deal.
Come on, let's go.
That looks a bit serious, mate.
Well, see, I've got this idea. I'm going to use it to freak Gary out. Tell him I'm going to hand it to the cops. And maybe they'll know where it come from. And he'll have to hand the cash over them, won't he?
Might just work.
Shouldn't you get going?
Yeah. Listen, I got asked to do a stripping gig this afternoon.
I thought you got rid of that website after what happened to me.
Well, I did. It's just that local newspaper's still running my ad through.
Oh, terrific. So are you going to do it?
Well, I don't know if I'm really in the mood for strutting the old Vinmeister stuff. And then again, maybe that's being pretty selfish. I mean, think of all those women I'm going to be disappointing
Oh,
soon.
please.
Well, I provide a very important service.
Absolutely.
And life does go on.
You said it.
Well, look out, ladies. The V-Man is back. I'll go to... Hey, Rach. You ready for another day of intellectual stimulation?
What does that mean?
Well, it's a fancy way of making boredom sound interesting.
Well, doesn't look like I'm going to have a career change anytime soon.
How's the bank? Open early.
They do it through our agents now, like insurance. So they can ruin your day a whole lot earlier.
Oh, no.
So,
Yeah, don't worry about it, Jess. There must be some other way.
Maybe I've just got to accept that we don't always get what we want.
so what's going on with your parents, mate?
Nothing. Why?
Well, your dad wouldn't be staying at the caravan park just for the fun of it, would he?
Well, how'd you know he was?
Gypsy told me.
Gee, she's got a big mouth.
Oh, that's very gentlemanly of you.
My pleasure.
Rather coincidence me bumping into you here.
How's that?
Well, I was just thinking about you.
Thinking about me? Or thinking about this afternoon's auction?
Well, one is rather synonymous with the other, isn't it?
I guess you'd be right there, but then the same could be said of yourself, synonymous with this auction, I mean.
Does that mean that I'm still the only serious contender?
As far as I know, but it is an open auction. Busload of bidders could turn up 10 minutes beforehand. That's what makes it exciting. You never know what's going to happen.
Well, frankly, Bob, excitement is something I can live without at this stage in my life. You do know I am determined to get that property.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed for you.
Oh, and here I was thinking to become a friend.
I don't understand.
Well, let me put it this way. I don't know surprises. And if you could eliminate me from this afternoon's proceedings, I would be very grateful. You would stand to benefit from having such a grateful friend as myself.
Fair enough. I'm not exactly sure what you're suggesting, but you need to understand that I can't influence an auction.
No, of course you can't.
I think I might get myself another sugar.
Hanging out with the rich folk, Bob.
Hey, it's a good thing I ran into you.
What was that?
Well, after you mentioned looking for a commercial premises the other day, I thought of this place you might like. It's an old garage up on Beach Road. Hasn't been used for a couple of years, but wouldn't take much to get it back into shape. I think it might be just what you're after.
Really?
Yeah, but you better be quick, because this place won't last. I'm telling you this is a friend, not as an estate agent.
Great. Thanks, Bob.
No problem.
I'm sorry, but I haven't got time to think about this right now.
Alf, this ain't something I can just sit on, all right? If I don't give Bob an answer in the next couple of days, I'm going to miss out.
Well, that's life, isn't it, mate?
Look, I know you've got problems to back me financially, and that's cool. I understand it. But what I do need to know is if I can get out of the partnership or not.
You know, after our conversation the other day, I'm surprised you're even asking me.
I'm very sorry about that, mate, but, I mean, this is my future we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, well, that's all very well and good, isn't it? But have you thought about how it affects anybody else? I mean, if you want to get out of the partnership right now, that's going to cause major upheaval. And I need that like a hole in the head at the minute.
I think you're making this out to be a lot more difficult than it actually has to be.
Yeah? Well, I think this conversation's finished.
Look, I apologise for the argument last week. And I'm very sorry for not bending my work hours for you.
You just don't get it, do you, Jess? I don't want to get into this at the moment. Now, come back and see me in a month or so and we'll see how we go. Conversation finished.
I mean, it's all I need, having to move just as I'm getting ready for the HSE.
Can we go?
Now, we've got 10 minutes.
Yeah. I just expect him to walk through the door.
He won't.
You don't know that. Can we go?
Yep, sure.
It's going to be so sad seeing my old place go under the hammer.
You going to the auction?
Yeah, of course, I wouldn't miss it. Even though Diana will probably just get it and pull it down or turn it into a car park or something.
Pretty touched the old place, aren't you?
This is where I grew up.
Sal, it's just a house.
More than that, Vinny. I just wish I could have got the money together and bought it myself.
Sal, if you had that much money, I could think of far better things to spend it on.
Yeah, I bet. I'm really annoyed with Pippa though. She knew what that place meant to me and she didn't even call me to let me know she was selling it.
Maybe she thought you'd grown out of it.
Thanks for the sympathy, Vinny.
Sal, it was a home. Now it's just a house.
Hey, how you feeling?
Yeah, great. Never better.
Hey, you heard what your dad said? They reckon he's gone to Thailand.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what the midday news said too. You said this guy was really intelligent, right? So why would he come back here? That'd be really dumb.
Yeah, I know.
He's back.
Well, that didn't take long to get around.
Well, everyone knows about D'Angelo.
It's all over school. Great.
Just ignore it. By tomorrow, it'll be old news. Hey, Gypsy, do you reckon this kidnapper guy's going to come back to Summer Bay?
Oh, shut up, Duncan.
Are you scared?
What do you think, you little moron?
Hey, Mitch. Gary said he'd come with me down to the cop shop.
Oh, yeah? Briefcase work, did it?
Uh-huh. He might be slow, but he's no idiot. He'd fed out money in 3 months and none of it ever.
So when are you handing it in?
Well, I'm going to meet him down at the Diana Subway. See, I told you he'd come around.
Yeah, well, I'll believe it when I see it. Catch you later, okay?
Double decaf cafe latte, thank you. Well, are you looking forward to the big event? Do you hope you'll be there?
If you're referring to the auction, then it's no to the first question and yes to the second.
Yes. Well, I don't suppose you would be looking forward to it, would you? It's going to mean a certain amount of disruption to your lifestyle after all. Well, if I own the caravan park, I would be very happy to help you with relocation expenses. I think $5,000 would cover any costs you may incur.
The lease on my land runs out in 18 months. I'll move then and not a day sooner.
Far be it from me to suggest otherwise. It's no skin off my nose. I can always build around you.
Well, Bob started setting up outside.
Did you see the kids out there?
No. Hey, look, it's only 3:30. You're not worried, are you?
Of course I'm worried. That madman has kidnapped our daughter once and there's no reason to think he won't try the same thing again. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just...
Scared? Yeah, me too.
I think I'm going to stay here. I don't think I could face the auction.